Speaking of the Niners the big win over the Falcons, who it felt like the Falcons caught some lightning after beating the Bills, but it all kind of came crashing down in this game. Massive game for CMC, and I think it's no coincidence. Yes, he has a goose egg on the list, George Kittle, but man, was his impact felt in this game. But he did have an apology to fantasy managers and bettors after the game.
Okay.
You know, personally, I thought with the game plan based on the walkthrough yesterday, I thought I was going to have 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, sorry, fantasy coaches and anybody that bet on me. My bad. Blame Kyle Shanahan, not me. I think the Falcons just did a really good job. We called a bunch of the plays. We called the plays that we thought I was going to be open on, and next thing I know, there's 2 to 3 people standing in the window. So, and then Mac did a great job of not, forcing anything, and then just, hey, let's get it to a check down, let's get it to another guy that's open, and just keep the ball moving. Like I said, I would love to get the football. I love catching the ball, and I love hitting people, and I love running in the open space. But like I said, if other guys are taking advantage of the opportunity and they're winning their one-on-ones, I'll take it.
Guys, yay or nay on fantasy coaches?
George.
I think fantasy coaches is great.
Fantasy coaches it's better than fantasy owners.
Sir Alex Ferguson.
Fantasy coach.
I'm good with fantasy coach.
George Kittle's the man.
Exactly. I'm good.
He is the man.
I'm good with anything George Kittle. Friend of the podcast, friend of the show, George Kittle. We love George Kittle here. Tough day. But by the way, the Falcons actually pretty good again. To his point, Falcons went into this game as being one of the best teams in the NFL against opposing tight ends. So no surprise they're able to shut it down. The Falcons have a good defense, but not good enough to stop Christian McCaffrey, who, looked pretty healthy to me yesterday.
Yeah, and I think. Look, McCaffrey was awesome. He showed a lot of burst. Kittle being back in the run game helped immensely.
That's the thing.
That helped. Also, the Falcons, their defense has been very good. It's been a very good pass defense. They're no good against the run. They have a lot of speed, not much heft. So it was a good matchup there. But still, even with that, given what McCaffrey came into this game averaging 3.1 yards per carry on a ton of volume. Yeah. And so I didn't think that he had this game in him, but he does. And that bodes very well for him, for his fantasy managers, and for the Niners going forward.
Yeah, they play at Houston next week, which is as good a run defense as there is in the NFL. So that'll be interesting to see how they do against them. But 5.4 yards per carry, to your point. Came in averaging 3. Kittle gets there. One of, if not the best blocking tight end in the sport.
Yes,
and
sport of football.
Yes, exactly. And, look, Chris McCaffrey, we said it at the preseason. We think we're in on him staying healthy this year. And so far through 7 weeks, he has been on a team where not anyone else has been healthy, but he's been the one guy.
With insane volume. That's what I'm personally shocked at, is that he's holding up while getting over 30 touches in this game.
Yeah. It'll be interesting once Pearsall comes back, once Purdy comes back. Jawan Jennings actually looked a little bit more. Yeah. It wasn't a huge statistical game or anything, but he was out there.
He had a 30% target share, basically. It was 4 for 31. Yeah. But they tried to get him the ball.
Brandon Ayuk is on this team.
Yeah, in theory. The idea of Brandon Ayuk is on this team.
Also, George Kittle.
Concept. Yes, I don't know if it's tangible.
And then they have so many people on this team, which is kind of because they don't have anyone on defense anymore. They're all gone. But on offense, the team is completely loaded when they're fully healthy. And so this could be the biggest gap between offense and defensive. The defense, though, was good last night.
Credit to Robert Saleh. He got, chicken salad out of chicken what. He really did. He really did.
The one thing about the Niners defense, even though the talent level has just fallen off a cliff without Warner and Bosa, is they execute this game and they tackle. They tackle. They weren't Buffalo were just a complete mess trying to tackle Bijan Robinson. Bijan was not getting much against these guys just because they're disciplined and they hold their tackles.
Yeah, the disappointing game for the Falcons. Obviously, Bijan doing Bijan things. It was nice to see Kyle Pitts continue. But Penix did not look good.
No, he's just been back up and down all year.
And it's interesting. Darnell Mooney came back, and my best bet last night on Football Night in America was Drake London over on his receiving yards prop, and I felt really good about that. This is somebody who came in with a 33% target share. I'm even though Darnell Mooney's there, they'll take a couple shots to Mooney, but against this defense, they should target London early and often.
They did.
And I was right. He got 10 targets. But did he get to his 70 yards? He did not. No. He did not get to 72.5 yards. Did he even get to, because my parlay, my DraftKings 3 play last night, Chris McCaffrey anytime touchdown. Bijan Robinson over 40 receiving yards. Both those hit in the first half. And and Drake London has 3 targets. I'm I got 3 receptions. I'm I got this. All he need, because my third leg was 5 receptions. Literally just 5 receptions for a guy getting a 33% target share. And does he get it? He does not get it. He does not get it. He gets only one reception in the second half, 10 targets, and he can only come down with the ball 4 times.
Yelling.
How bad? Like, I'm sorry. Listen, we love you, Detective Drake London. I don't blame you. I blame Michael Penix. I blame the offensive line of the Atlanta Falcons. Get the ball to Drake London.
Why is the offensive line?
He tried.
But he was bad at it.
They need another receiver. Like Darnell Mooney has been bad this year when he's on the field. Kyle Pitts is out
I'll
there.
tell you who else I blame. I blame Zach Robinson. I'll tell you what. Get this. Coming into this game, 53% of Drake London's targets were in the slot. You know, easy receptions. Let's get him in the slot. Let's get him moving. Let's create a mismatch because Drake London is a big dude. But in this game, of his 10 targets, only 2 came in the slot. That's bad coaching, Zach Robinson. And you went on national TV and you lost. And it serves you right. It serves you right when you have good players. You know what you do with good players? You get in the ball. You get in the ball, Connor Rogers. It's not tough. I'm no genius, but you know what? You know what I know? Hey, getting the ball to your best wide receiver.
That's a good idea.
It helps. It helps. You know what Kyle Shanahan, Coach of the Year, Kyle Shanahan did? Kyle Shanahan said, hey, Christian McCaffrey, you're our best player. Let's give you the ball.
31 times.
31 times.
Yeah.
See how easy it is? Goes back again.
It's all
Remember when I was coaching girls basketball? I had a girl that was 6 feet,
music at the
6
Oscars
inches
right
taller than everyone else.
off the
and they're like,
stage.
hey, girls, get Josie the ball in the paint. We went undefeated. We won the championship because I followed the very easy coaching principle of get your good players the ball.
Off the stage, Benicio Del Berry. Let's go. It's all noted.
Oh, God, the comments. Here's the injuries we're tracking going into Week 7. Not a fun list. Jaden Daniels left with the hamstring. Bryce Young was seen in a walking boot after the game. Kendra Miller with the knee. Brian Thomas Jr. with a shoulder. Dontavian Wicks with a calf. Darren Waller left the game with a pectoral injury. And Cole Kmet with a back injury.
Yeah, might be the red rifle next week.
Wow.
For the 4-3 Panthers.
Mr. T is calling you the Preachler.
Fine.
Yes.
Better the Preachler than the Excuseler.
Yeller.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.